Hey everybody, I'm Anna Huthmaker with Huthmaker Violins, and you found another one of our students stuck at home video series. This one's actually part 2 of a 3-part video series on intervals. My friend Mrs. G asked me to do one for her students on intervals. Now, a few days ago, we did one on the perfect intervals. The perfect unison, the perfect fourth, the perfect fifth, and the perfect octave. You can go back and watch that video and refer to them. In the poster, just so you know when you look at it, those are the orange ones. And I want you to keep practicing those. Those are the most important ones. Today, we're going to talk about the in-between major intervals. So all of these right now are major, and what that means is these are going to be the intervals or the notes that you would find in a major scale. When you go to practice these, pick a good scale, G major, C major, whatever your favorite one is, and that's the notes that you will practice to do these intervals. Now, the first one's a major second. So the second means you go 2 notes. You go from the first note to the second note. Now for me, that's one of the easiest intervals out there because it just sounds like I'm playing a good old-fashioned scale. All the scales start with that. Those are all major seconds. So every time you start a scale, I want you to think to yourself, those first 2 notes, major second. A third, for me, this is also a fairly easy one because if you've been watching my videos, you will know I'm a big believer in scales, arpeggios, and scales and thirds. And the major arpeggio starts with a major third. And again, it's the first note of the scale to the third note of the scale. Anytime I hear that, I immediately want to sing an arpeggio. I can't help myself. Some people also think of it as when the saints. So if you know that song, if it helps you to remember it, that's great. Major third. So now we've done the major second and the major third. Now we're going to skip the fourth and the fifth because those were the perfect intervals, and that's from our last video. Now we're going to go to the major sixth. I'm kind of showing my age. I don't know if they still do that, but NBC, one of my favorite television channels, its commercial starts with a major sixth. I'm going from the first note of the scale all the way to the sixth. It also is that old song you might know called My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean. Anytime you play a note and go up 6 notes, that's a major sixth. Now, the last one we're going to do today is a major seventh. For me, a major seventh actually has a feel to it. Now, I don't know about you, but when I hear that, my shoulders raise up, my eyebrows scrunch up, I can't help it, and I just want to finish it and go to the octave. It's the next to last note in a scale. When I was in college, students used to mess with each other in theory class by running up to the piano and going, and then they would go sit down and see who it drove the most crazy. So somebody always had to jump up and run over to the piano and play that last note. So for me, a major seventh sounds and feels like that. For some people, if your parents are children of the 80s, there's this great AHA song called Take Me On or Take On Me. That was from my time, but I don't remember. But that is also the same interval. It's kind of a cool sounding interval. So the major second, the major third, the major sixth, and the major seventh, they're the ones in green on the poster. And I want you to start practicing them this week and start seeing if you can tell the difference between them. Again, pick a scale, and then, for instance, a G scale, and just do that third over and over so you can remember it. I hope that helps you with your intervals today. I'm Anna Huthmaker from Huthmaker Violins. Now go practice.